PBN Backlinks. Hello and welcome, fellow members, and congratulations and thank you for being a member of PBN Backlinks. We love this service. We're super excited about it. So this is your dashboard, and we're making this tutorial video because we just added a bunch of features, and we want to make sure that it's super easy to understand. We're going to walk you through not only the methodology, the idea behind it, but actually how to set up and maximize your campaign. We want this to be a success for you, right? So even though these are PBNs, at the end of the day, we want to do whatever we can do on our end to make them the most effective for yourself and for your clients. So this is your dashboard, and if you wanted to add credits, your cheapest bet or your most economical ROI for yourself is to use a monthly subscription. They're cheaper than the one-time ad credits cost. But for whatever reason, if you cancel your subscription, you get to keep all of your credits. You will never lose your credits. I just want to emphasize that. And also you could add credits. So if you're under the gun or you realize, oh, I need one-time credits, before the month restarts, and a lot of members use this, you can, sorry, I have all these Dropbox notifications popping up. You can buy one-time credits and you get a price break as you increase in volume, right? That's our way of incentivizing you to get more credits, and as a thank you. They actually get very, very cheap. These credits are used to create posts. So I'm not going to talk about this any longer, but yes, you can just, for example, you can get 2,500 checkout through PayPal for $250. Right now you'll get 2,500 credits. This may change, but this is how it works basically. And a lot of power users use that service, or people who realize that they're under the gun and they need posts out, and the month is not going to auto renew for a few weeks. Okay, so that covers one-time credit usage, and now we're going to create a campaign. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to create our first campaign. Okay, we are tasked with two choices currently, and if this changes, I'm going to have to update it again, which is fine. We're always updating and growing this service. So right now you have two choices, local and national. I want to make this very, very clear and simple for you. If you have a Google My Business verified listing on the web, so I'm going to move that phone call. You are going to want to select local. If and only if you have a verified Google My Business listing. You can be a service area and use this. But if you do not have a Google My Business listing, it's literally 100% a virtual business with no Google My Business, no Yelp, things like that, you are going to select national. The only major difference is that with local, there's more options for inputs, and we're going to use that to create hyper local relevancy for your posts. And for national, we're going to use whatever information you can arm us with to make the post more relevant, not only to your specific business, but also to your vertical as well. So obviously we can't use location. So that is the main difference. National is just basically less inputs than local. So if you understand local, you understand national, and usually vice versa. So we're just really going to show, I'll show both briefly, but please just focus on this now, because I'm going to show you creating a campaign right now over my shoulder. So let's just select local, just for example, and the first field is going to show campaign name and then business name. This is probably redundant. Most people will just make it the same thing, whatever the official name of the business is. In Google My Business, I would use the exact name to a T here. Please do that. It's very important. Don't put keywords here. So I'm just going to put in an older client that I used to work with. Just as an example, when I take on a client or my own website projects, I create a master file of raw data called a NAP file. And what this is it just contains all granular information about the business. Some of it is very basic, the name, the website address, phone number, category, open hours, map location, the map embed in case I need that as well, the description of the business, the email, social profiles, if any, latitude and longitude coordinates, the logo, and a random image from the website as well. So you want to get as much information as possible saved. It's just you're probably going to use this information for the life of your own website or client's website. So name of the business as it appears in Google My Business, just like that. Primary keyword, I think, what was it? It varies. So let's just say beauty spa in Atlanta. Category. So we have a bunch of categories to choose from in here. Don't get frustrated if you can't find anything in here that matches it. If it's somewhat relevant, you can select it. If not, I would just throw it into general category because the domains are clean and we're getting relevancy on a page level, not necessarily worried about a domain level. So they do hair loss for their business, but it's okay. Okay, awesome, beauty. Okay, so put them in the beauty category. So keywords. Now this is very, very important. I want to be very, very clear on this as well. What we've noticed is that Google has really shifted away from anchor text keywords to technical SEO and then verifying technical SEO with links. So it used to be the opposite. It used to be you need heavily keyword spam promotions to link back to your website using generic keywords. So in other words, in the past, this would be hair salon Atlanta, beauty salon Atlanta, hair loss Atlanta, all these different generic keyword phrases that you'd want to rank for. And there's really nothing wrong about it, but I want you to think about it in this term. If you have a long-term project or something where you're not under the gun, I would highly, highly recommend that this becomes all branded, right? Now, granted, you're obviously on the keyword ranking side, which I'll show you. It's obviously going to report probably number 1 or 2 or page 1 somewhere because it is all branded keywords, but you can do tracking on your own for the generics if you want to, because we have keyword tracking built in, which I'll go over as well. But this, if you're not under the gun for results, I mean, I know we all are for ourselves and clients, but I would just make this all branded ones. You could have, name of the business, location, name of the business, phone number, name of the business, zip code, name of the business, address maybe. So I wouldn't worry about an antiquated way is you don't want to put in click here, read more. That stuff is nonsense. That's not as good. That's infinitely weaker than having a branded anchor text that matches exactly to your Google My Business. Please do not do this. This does not work well. You still may get results, but we see thousands of campaigns. We tested thousands of these across years now. We're seeing different trends. You do not need to spam keywords to win. However, if you are under the gun, right? If you absolutely need to start getting some ROI from your business, or it's something you can risk more, or it's a client giving you a hard time, I would absolutely go full generic on this then, right? You never go full generic, but in this case, if you're under the gun, you can. You're going to start going full generic here. Whatever it is your generic keywords are, right? So again, once you input all your keywords in here, then you're going to go down, you max 25, right? You could put 4 in here. You could, as long as they're branded, it's okay. But try to think about different reiterations and combinations as long as it incorporates your brand. If you absolutely need results and don't care, just put 25 keywords in here or whatever your main keywords are. Obviously, so the way the posting works is that we take the keyword and we make a post as that links back to it, right? So if you want to put 25 keywords and you get 25 posts, we will use each keyword in a round robin style one time before going back up top. So on your 26th post, we'll start from the top again. I hope that makes sense. Image URL. So this is cool that we have this feature. You can then input that, or you could upload your logo as well. I'd recommend just direct linking your logo just like I showed you there. Website URL. Select your country. USA, United Kingdom and Canada are at the top. Sorry for the rest of you. even though we do have international clients. You can just find it in there. State, they're in Georgia, I believe. A, B, C, D, okay. City, usually just do this, make it easy on myself. Use the exact one that appears in Google My Business, please. You do not want to confuse the search engines. That's a no-go. Okay, business phone number. Google Map Embed. This is going to be the iframe. Please do not use the naked URL. Find the embed for it. Just paste it right in here, just like that. You can find it by finding your map and then clicking share and then clicking embed. Or just if it changes, you can find the embed somehow, unless Google for some reason stops allowing embeds. YouTube videos. So if you have any YouTube videos, you can put them here. Just put the naked URL here actually. It does not need to be the embed for it as well. Just put the naked URL of the YouTube here. And then citations, so see how we have all these saved? Put them in here. So our algorithm is going to randomly add different ones to different posts, so it doesn't leave a footprint. We're not going to use all of these for every single post. Same thing with YouTube or your map. Sometimes it won't appear. But the best practice is to fill this out completely, right? And now, additional brand power. So you can make a post on the network and not do any of these and still get value. But for those who really want to add a touch of quality to their PBNs and power, you can get social network signals back to your individual live post. So you can select that. These things all cost credits. It's still affordable. We're doing this if you look at the content creation, how we're doing it, we have everything streamlined and systemized, so we're able to do this at an affordable rate. You can drive referral traffic here as well using crowd search. And why this is important is because when you have, let's say if you build 50 links and you have no traffic flowing from those links to your website or client's website, it's a red flag. You may not get penalized, but you're probably not going to get the type of juice and power through those links that you want. So you want to drive traffic through them somehow. So this is a built-in feature as well that we have, which is really cool. And then in indexing. Now we have a super high index rate, but it's not just about indexing. It's about boosting it up with Backlinks Indexer, which has been the industry standard for indexing, and boosting up backlinks for, wow, it's been about 8 years now. So that service has been running forever, and it's still the industry standard. So you probably want to do that as well. Again, you don't have to do any of these if you just want bare bones and just want the post, but it's automated for you and it's systemized and integrated with other software. So if you're looking to get quality, this is the best bang for your buck. Okay, now I want to describe or explain homepage backlinks. So these links that you are getting on PBN Backlinks are permanent. Permanent in the sense that if you cancel your subscription, we will never delete your links, right? Unless there was something malicious going on, you had some porn or some weird redirects or something like that that's going against our terms of service, we will never delete your posts. Your posts only get deleted if and when a blog gets de-indexed, right? Which does happen. These are private blog networks. Things can happen. Our attrition rate is super, super low. I made another video about how the industry standard is crap. I literally went over through, dozens of PBNs that I bought from other test sites and freelancer sites over the years, and none of them were around. I think it was actually like 2 out of 20 I checked were still alive. So in our network, we have domains and websites and blogs which have been around for years and years and years, right? So we're doing things as clean as possible and best practices as possible for longevity. So these posts are permanent. You do not have to get homepage links. You can skip this section completely and just get your posts that are permanent. They roll off to an inner page, example.com/your post, right, is what you can expect on your reporting side, which I'll show you too. Homepage backlinks is for the power user, somebody who knows that a project is going to be long-term, knows that a client is not a pain in the ass, or that they're doing this for their own website. I would recommend doing this for a website that is already somewhat trusted and getting traffic and getting an ROI, and you just want to take it to the next level. I wouldn't really do this for a new website because they're just very powerful, and you want to get some type of momentum before you throw this. And to avoid any footprints or malicious use, we cap it at 5. So if you create a campaign for yourself or client and you realize that you definitely want homepage links, you can max it out. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 currently. We may change this. And it costs credits, which could change. I think it's right now it's saying 50 per month, 50 credits per homepage link, which is super affordable. So you actually can specify the exact anchor text you want to use for your homepage backlinks too. So many will just simply use, again, I recommend, since they're so powerful, using the brand. If you're not under the gun, you could just use the brand, right? So you could just input 1 and it'll use this 1 keyword all 5 times. But if you enter in multiple, it'll spread it out. So you can enter 1 per keyword, right? And obviously you can't enter 3. It'll randomize. If you put 3 in there, it'll use one of them twice. It'll use 2 of those twice, right? And the rest once. So you can do it like that, right? Whatever, don't put example, please. Just put whatever keywords you really want to rank for. Again, if it's a long-term project or you're not under the gun for results, please put in brand anchor text here. You will get better results in the long run. So number of posts. So back to the post. So this is just for homepage. You know, let's just assume that you don't want any for whatever reason. This is a campaign just for posts. You know, you don't have to fill that out. I'll show you what it looks like to have them in just a second. Number of posts. Okay, so you can set the number of posts per day, per week, per month. So this is a really cool set it and forget it. So let's just say you wanted 12 posts per month and you wanted to set a calendar, the deactivation date. Let's face it, we all have busy lives. Let's just say, okay, we're going to run this till September, right? So September 1st, we want this campaign to deactivate. Just in case we forget, you know, we're on vacation, something happened, we just forget to log in our dashboard for a while, you can set this up. Now, if you have it on a lower volume setting, you know, maybe if you have it set for 5 per month or something like that, you don't even have to set this perhaps, right? You're never really going to run into problems. It's really if somebody's got a ton of posts, you know, 20 or something for the month, or 1 per day, maybe 30 plus, that you probably want to set a calendar, right? Again, this is a really, really cool feature. You can, this was added recently for based on client demand, right? User demand. So again, please take advantage of it if you don't want to micromanage it, and you can kind of keep track on your own end how you're using PBN Backlinks. So you could just set up in Excel probably however you want and say, yes, I set up this client or this website, this many posts, deactivated this date, right? And it's very easy to keep track of. You're also going to see approximate daily credit consumption. So this is the amount of credits per day that we're going to consume based on 20 posts per month, based on adding all these. Now let's see what it does if we uncheck these boxes. So it lowers it back down to 66, right? So you can get really bare bones here, but again, let's assume that, you know, it is a quality website for ourselves or client, and we do want the extra. So it'll be 118 credits per day. Approximately monthly credit consumption would be 3,540 at this rate. Homepage backlinks are a separate credit system. And you know, it actually does impact it. So it factors that in as well. So it'll still break it down and average that into the cost. Just know that your posts are not rented. The homepage links are rented. And the reason being is because they are so strong that it's not fair to just sell them one time. That's what a lot of spammers do, right? Because there's upkeep to the homepage of the website in terms of, you know, making sure that it's trusted, valuable, and still alive, right? I mean, if you paid a premium for a homepage link because it's more powerful than an inner page, and then the website went defunct, you know, it got de-indexed for whatever reason, you would lose all that money for the homepage link, and we're trying to avoid that, right? This is why they're rented month to month. It's the most fair system that we can come up with, and this is why the posts are permanent, right? Because that doesn't really cost much extra resources to us each month to keep that active, but it does for the homepage. Okay, so you can reset if you mess up or close it out, but hopefully you got everything correct. You can look over it again. Again, the first one you fill out, you're probably gonna, you know, go over the fine-tooth comb, just like, you know, when we had our first daughter, I went 10 miles an hour on the way home. The second one, I went 110. You know, you get a little bit more confident as you go. And this is looking good. Okay, let me change that out. And then we're just gonna hit save. Campaign inserted successfully. 5 homepage URLs have been added. Okay. So I'm not going to scroll down because let's hope I don't see the client one. Oh, nice. Okay. So I do have some other clients in here that I'm doing. This isn't the only account we have, but I do have a client in here, so I don't want you to see that. But I do want you to see an example of a website, a national website now that we're doing this for. And I'm just going to quickly show you create a campaign. So it actually does have a Google My Business, so we use local for it, but I'll show you national right now. See how it's very similar, campaign name, business name, primary keyword. Again, make sure this is a generic keyword. This does not have to be brand name again. URL, the URL of your business, the niche. Same thing with keywords. If it's long-term, please enter brand keywords. If you need results quicker, sooner than later, put in generics. HTML embed. So this is embed code that you have either hosted on your own website, maybe you have a Flickr account, something you can think of to add relevancy and value to the posts. The reason this is created is because when I was buying PBNs 5 years ago, I would send off to PBN owners HTML. So they literally had to just copy and paste it. And the HTML I was sending them over, things like map embeds or video or just different things that you want to embed. You know, our users are so creative. You may find really cool uses for this. So again, please just embed what you see fit. Again, any abuse of the system or malicious use, we'll cancel your account out and we'll delete the posts. Right? We will not hesitate to protect our network. This is for people who are who are creative, want to add relevancy to their posts, not for malicious use. So please use this in the right way and you'll have awesome results and you'll have no problems. Additional brand power, the same exact thing. Social traffic, social network signals to it. Direct traffic. So people finding the website in Google and then clicking on to your link from the private blog network back to your website or client's website. Index boosting and powering up, crowd search, backlinks indexer. Homepage links, same exact thing. And yeah, so it's the same exact thing. You could save it. I'm not going to do it right now. So I'm actually going to show you what this campaign looks like. And after you create a campaign, you have a few options. One of them is show report. Stop this campaign. And if it's stopped, you can activate the campaign as well. Just as simple as a click. And now I want you to see what happens. So we click pause the campaign, and this is pretty cool because you currently have active homepage backlinks associated with this campaign. If you wish homepage backlinks to be removed, please set to 0 by editing your campaign. Pausing this campaign will not remove them. You can also leave homepage backlinks active and pause posts for this campaign. Yes, I understand. Pause campaign and leave homepage backlinks. No, do not pause campaign. So right now I'm going to pause the campaign and then I'm going to go back in to edit this campaign. And if for some reason the client canceled, the website was a bust, it's not working out, you could always set this back down to 0 and then just delete the keywords and resave it. All your homepage backlinks have been removed, right? So now this campaign is not costing you a dime. once I stop it. See, it already has, see this post published and pending? It already has a post that is pending to go live, which is fine. That's what we want. And then as soon as our algorithm on the back end matches up content and our virtual assistants get in there and do some of their magic with embeds and all these different checks and balances we have on the back end, then it will go live. And then once it's live, it'll show 1 here and 0 here because there will be nothing pending. Whatever is pending will eventually go live unless there's something wrong. And if there's something wrong, please contact us through support. We are here to help you. We want to make sure this is a success for you. So now I'm going to show you, you can also archive a campaign. If you want it out of your face, if you're a power user, we have some users with 1,000 campaigns inside of their system, right? They're just killing it for all their clients, and you can archive campaigns if you don't want them in your face. You know, if you don't have many campaigns, this probably isn't that useful. But if yes, you can do that. And then there's a button to show archive campaigns, which makes it appear as well to clean up your dashboard. Okay, so you can also clone a campaign. If you have a campaign set up really well for whatever reason, you could clone it. Most people just will create one from scratch just to make sure they'll go over with a fine-tooth comb to make sure every single input field is correct and new. So now I'm going to show you reporting. It also shows you here daily credit spent, total credit spent, and this has to match up better. We have to do a better job of that, but you'll be able to see all your credit spent as well. So show report. Okay, so the start date of your campaign, the total number of posts, which is 1, and the total credit spent, which is 350, because it factored in our 5 homepage links as well as our posts. Once this is posted, can't see it now because it's still pending. It'll also show your current rank once it finds it, or sorry, your start rank, and then your updated rank, which will be current rank. Again, a non-issue. If you just enter branded ones, it's just going to probably be 1 or 2. But if you enter generics, this is a pretty cool feature as well. Homepage backlinks, it'll show those once they're posted as well. And then a credit usage breakdown historically for your campaign, which is pretty neat. So again, 5 homepage links, 250 credits used. Article post, 1, credits used 100. So now we're going to close this, and I want to show you a campaign, a real campaign that I set up months ago. So start date of this campaign was December 28th, 2017. I have 41 posts for it. I spent 7,653 credits. So inside of here, you could actually see on your posting logs, you can see the domain. And actually, if you click to reveal the post, it takes 25 credits. We do that to avoid abuse of the system, right? We don't want just people just constantly viewing the posts and trying to gather a list of all the blogs and nonsense like that. So it takes a nominal credit usage. You pay, and then you can reveal it again. Most will just simply reveal a couple just to make sure that we are posting something. Most don't even offer reporting, but we do, because we're not ashamed to show you the posts. So you'll be able to see it. And I'll actually show you one. I think it actually got deleted maybe. Occasionally you will reveal one and you go to view it and it's a 404. Those are few and far between, but it does happen, right? These are private blog networks. It's not a perfect service. It's pretty damn close though. A lot of these blogs have been around for years. Okay, so just know that you can see it through there. And we factor that into our price, by the way. They're permanent posts and the pricing is super low. Most people are churn and burn and they're gouging people monthly, even for inner posts. We're not doing that. One-time cost for the inner posts and monthly rented homepage links. Just by the nature of it, it makes sense to price it that way. So now also within your dashboard, you can see all your posts. You can see your add-on services. So you can see that we've been driving referral traffic. We've been indexing and boosting. And it shows you the number. So it did it for 39, 39. Keyword tracking. So I actually pause this campaign. This site is actually doing much, much better than this. I actually believe it's on page 1 now for these national terms. So it's actually a national success campaign, which is pretty cool. Using PBN Backlinks and crowd search, and also just having a really good user experience, having actually good web pages, technical SEO. We've been able to get this test website to page 1 of Google. It's actually a really good website, good content, good user experience, and it's ranking much better than this. So you search Diamond Tester, you'll probably see diamondtester.org on page 1, if not page 2 of Google, for different phrases. Homepage links. This is a reporting error. We actually do have homepage links, and I'll show you by activating and then pausing the campaign. So you can see it breaks down this. This should only be 5. It's showing article posts, credit usage, historically, referral traffic, social network signals, homepage links, index boosting, right? So as many things as we can report on, we're going to show you within your dashboard. And I'm just going to show you right now to show you that we actually did have, or still do actually, homepage links for this test website. I'm going to activate the campaign, and I'm going to pause it. See, you currently have homepage backlinks. Yes, I understand. Pause campaign and leave the homepage backlinks. Yes. I'm pausing the campaign because it's doing so well. I don't want to play with fire and get too many links because it's already on page 1 of Google. So get it. Slow and steady wins the race. You assess the risk, right? If it's a project that you can be more risky with, throw more volume at it and more generic keywords. If it's a project that's more long-term, throw brand keywords at it and do less volume. Obviously, you don't want to do 1 per month. You'll be here forever, right? So use your best judgment. Less is more. Spread it out a little bit, and you can create multiple campaigns. You'll have to create a campaign for every single URL. That's why the clone campaign feature is pretty nice. So if you wanted to, you could clone this campaign, and now all of a sudden, the URL here, you can make this inner page example, and you could change some of the things on here as well. So it's very scalable in that regard, very easy to use. Most just use it for the home page, which is fine. There's still a ton of power. And we've been using this for ourselves internally for our own affiliate websites and test websites for a long time, as well as for clients too. So people are really loving this service. There's a ton of features and benefits, unique IPs, unique content, hyper relevant on the page level for local and national. Again, we're here for support if you need our help. If you want more credits, feel free to add them. We're not going anywhere. These websites have been around for years. You could add credits knowing that you're going to get good value for your money and you're going to get full reporting as well. And if you are a monthly subscriber, you're going to continue to get credits every single month at a discounted rate. And if you cancel for whatever reason, it may or may not open up for months at a time. So those of you who are now a member, you probably know that this service has been around for years, but we literally have just opened it up a handful of times in the last 6 months. So you may go 3 to 6 months without another opening available to you. So again, we want to just thank you for your subscription, because it allows us to invest every single month back into the quality of the network and getting really good results for ourselves and clients. So again, we can't thank you enough. We love the service. If you have any questions, hit the support button, fill out a ticket, and we'll be happy to take a look at your campaign. Please make sure that you watched over this campaign thoroughly, though, because most of these questions should be answered. But again, if you have a problem with your credits or your username or anything that you're having issues with, feel free to reach out to support and we'll get you squared away. Thank you very much for being a PBN Backlinks member. We love the service. We look forward to the next 3 years, and we'll see you at the top. Talk to you soon.